It's the start of the new campaign in the Champions League for the holders. Will they retain it this season? I was at the Pep Guardiola press conference yesterday and a lot of questions were asked about retaining it. Very few teams do. So will they do it again? Champions League day, certainly in the current format, I know it changes all next season, starts with an under-19 game, and City won this one by 5-2 at the CFA, at the mini-had as I like to call it, against Red Star Belgrade. That's of course in the under-19s UEFA Youth League. But now it's onto the main stadium, 8 o'clock kick-off, windy and rainy Manchester. Who will I bump into today? Who will I see today? And how confidently will City start the defence of the Champions League? Because after this home game, there are 2 successive away games against Leipzig and then on to Switzerland. So it'd be good to get off to a winning start and a comfortable winning start. See what happens.
I'm feeling very confident. Yeah, I think we can. We definitely will win.
Red Star Belgrade seemed to be the weakest team in the group to me.
Yeah, I think that as well. I think it does go City, Leipzig, then Young Boys and then Red Star Belgrade. But you never know, they can perform an upset. It's always possible.
6-1, 5-1 about that. Haaland hat-trick to start off well.
So you're a young fan, you're just used to City winning all the time, aren't you?
Yeah, but then obviously the way that they've come from losing all the Champions League, not even qualifying until 2011, all the way up to winning it, winning the treble. But, yeah.
Raised in Manchester, Staley Bridge. First game, April 1978, Ipswich Town at home. Dave Watson scored the winner, and I was hooked. Me and my mates used to come down.
Those were Ian Brightwell and Richard Edgill going past.
All the stars.
You get all the stars on the video.
Yes. And then constantly through the late 70s, early 80s, and then a bit of a gap. And then back into it, and then move to Australia. So we get over as often as we can, and it's great to see this club where they are. I mean, it's a miracle. In my life, it's a miracle what this club have done. And nights like tonight are just what it's all about. We are Champions League holders. We hold it, we win it, we won it, and we'll probably win it again.
You sound like you don't really believe it.
Oh, I do. I absolutely do. But I know they are. I remember that I saw us lose at home to Mansfield. I saw us lose.
Also, windscreen shield.
Yes.
3007, I think, was the official.
Absolutely. I saw us not beat United for like 20 years in a row. All of that. And so this is great.
You picked up the Australian twang.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And this is your son, is it?
Yeah. Can you tell?
What's it like being a Blue down under then?
Right.
Yeah? Are there a lot of City fans down under?
Not many. All I know is just me and my friend, really.
Yeah. And I guess having Haaland scoring goals and up front is the biggest bit of kudos you could possibly have, isn't it?
Yep.
What are you expecting from tonight?
Strong start, strong finish.
Ooh. And what's the score prediction?
3-0.
3?
4-0.
I'm going to go 5-0.
5-0.
5-0.
Enjoy your visit.
Thanks, Ian. Good on you. Keep up the good work.
Alan, big European night. You obviously saw City in Europe back at the end of the 60s and into the 70s.
Yeah.
How do these compare?
Oh, this is unbelievable. We've got a great stadium. We've got the best players. We should do well. We haven't done well. We failed at the hurdle that we should have gone. But I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to find that we're going to be one of the best clubs in Europe.
Again.
Well, yeah. They are good players and they know how to play against good players, and I think we'll be all right.
You were a goalkeeper of some renown.
Yeah.
What do you think of the modern goalkeeper like Ederson?
Well,
have you done that?
I couldn't have done it. I couldn't do it like him. If I'd have done that, Malcolm would have been screaming at me down there to get it up the pitch. So we wouldn't have been playing that sort of thing. It's a funny game now. When I watch it, I think, no. And then you see him standing at the edge of the box, and nobody bothers going in and trying to get the ball up him. It's a funny situation. I'm glad I played when I played. When you could bounce the ball 4 times and then kick it.
Enjoy your evening.
Thanks very much indeed.
It's my first game this season. I know it's only early. Sorry, it's my first game since the beginning of last season, so looking forward to it.
I spoke to Alan Ogley, another former City goalkeeper, just a couple of moments ago, and I said, what is it like? Would you like to play like Ederson does and coming out, would you?
I'd love to. I mean, obviously in my day and age, it was more about keeping the ball out the net, first of all, rather than being good with your feet. So credit the new generation, things have moved on, and the goalkeepers are now better with their feet at a younger age.
How good is this City team?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, last season was unbelievable for everybody to see, to get the treble. Tonight's a big game, but I'm sure they can carry on where they left off last season and win the first European game this evening.
And after your time at City, you've obviously still got a lot of blue in your heart, haven't you?
Oh, I love coming here. Obviously, everybody still knows I'm in the game. I think this is my 41st season on the trot, so I keep going. Albert Accrington stand me, which I'm enjoying after my last 6 years at Cardiff. So, as I say, it's great to come back on evenings like this.
I've never been to a football match before in my life. I've been to rugby games in New Zealand, but this is my first football match in my hometown of Manchester.
So, but these days you live in New Zealand, do you?
20 years I've been over there. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
you come on a good night to watch with the
Certainly
Champions
did,
League.
yeah. I come with the best people.
And you brought him.
Yeah, he's. I've always known Carl since he was a little boy, and he's never really been into football particularly. Look at the size of him. He's a rugby. You see, if anything, he's got to be rugby, hasn't he? So he's living in New Zealand, probably. But as it happens, he's more into motorsports and stuff, aren't you? So, but I thought when he comes over, we've got to take. Well, I think it was part of the deal, wasn't it? That you've got to come to a City match, come and see what it's like. I think the biggest crowd you've been to is about 10,000 at a stock car meeting or something. So now he's going to enjoy. We've just seen all the Red Star Belgrade fans coming in, and it's like, wow, is that what it's like? And so hopefully it'll be a good night tonight for us all.
Are you impressed so far? It's
Very
big, isn't it?
impressed, yeah, very. A bit overwhelmed.
We'll enjoy the game. I'm sure you'll love the noise in there.
Absolutely.
It should be good. Should be a good atmosphere tonight. Usually very good, aren't it? These European nights, especially for people who've never been to a football match before. You're like, whoa, what's going on? And we're at the top here, so.
The City will win, won't they?
Of course. We got without saying that one, Ian. Hopefully. No, I think we've just got it right at the moment, and we're peaking. Well, we're not peaking early. We're just playing the good football at the right time. We're doing what's right, in my opinion. I love the idea that we've seen the team win 5 on the trot, and I don't think we've broken sweat yet, to be quite honest. I was there on Saturday. And it was just a good controlled performance all round. And I thought Alvarez played well, Doku was very good, and it just looked a good controlled performance. And I think if we continue doing that, we won't lose many, that's for sure. So it'll be good, and hopefully we'll go on to win everything that's possible.
You've got a good seat here. You get a close-up view. What are you expecting to see?
Well, I'm expecting to see a wonderful performance from a set of absolutely awesome players, and so good to be able to see them all so close up instead of on the television. I'm really looking forward to it.
And at this level, at this distance away, the speed of movement, the speed of passing, it blows your mind sometimes, doesn't it?
It absolutely blows my mind. I'm used to watching Oldham Athletic. It takes us 5 minutes to get from one end of the pitch to the other, so I'm looking forward to this.
That's if they get from one end of the pitch to the other.
Yeah, they usually run out of steam before they do, you're right, Ian, yeah.
So this is a treat for you tonight?
Absolute treat, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Some real football. Why is it 1-0 for them? Unbelievable. 29 shots on target and still not scoring.
On that basis, it should only be a matter of time in the second half, shouldn't it?
6-1 at full time.
So he's still very confident?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no problem.
Well, it was a bit slow first half.
Great possession, great attacking, just need to finish it more, get more clear. Yeah.
There were a lot of opportunities in that first half, but they should have put away, shouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. They should have been finished early on in the game, get it done deal, you know?
Did you have any doubts at half time that City would come back and win it?
Nah, I knew straight after the half-time whistle went, there's going to be a quick, speedy goal and it was done. And then I knew it would open up the rest of the game.
Do you feel the same way?
I do feel the same way, yeah, it was a good game. I thought second half should have been more really, shouldn't it? Haaland had chance after chance. Good game. And it's a win, that'll do me.
I thought first half we were a better team, like we were against West Ham at weekend. Couldn't put the ball in back in net. I thought it was a bit strange to take Bernardo off in the 43rd minute.
But it worked.
But as soon as Doku come on, it was unbelievable.
And comes from Belgium and unrelevant. Now he's a bird, Jeremy Doku.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's fast. He's what you want at winger. He runs at defenders. Now it's not. Grealish doesn't do that, but you want healthy competition, don't you? Because if it was a 5-on-5 game, I'd want to beat him. He'd want to beat me. You want you know what I mean? So as soon as he come on, game was changed. But I swear I saw him at a barbecue. Jerry Doku!
Unbelievable performance, Manchester City. I can't believe they went 1-0 down in the first half. I can't believe how many shots. They had 32 shots. Some great intricate play from all midfielders. Phil Foden particularly in there. Not Phil Foden, Alvarez as well in particular. It was unbelievable. I thought there were so many good performances. Rodri, man mounted in there. I just thought they go from strength to strength. They're the champions, and it's a reason why they're champions, and they're just amazing play.
He's made a lot of changes during the summer, and yet they've all slotted in as if they've been playing there for years.
That's the beauty of Pep. He picks wisely, and it's interesting because he normally changes one pawn for another. And I think with the likes of Doku, are they different grade to what Grealish is, and gives you something different. So I'm intrigued to see how he's going to go on. Dangerous pace, and Nunes just slotted in like he's been there for seasons, and I think it's a wonderful thing to watch, honestly, to see, and it's a beautiful blend they've got of experience and youth coming in, and dare I say, it's something that Alex Ferguson used to do very well in bringing in experienced players. You've got players there who have won the Premiership and multiple times, now Champions League, and they're bringing in others to feed off them.
Well, I was expecting more goals, I've got to say, but that's just because we're spoiled now, aren't we? Spoiled rotten. So going one goal behind was there was no jeopardy, was there? It's just that's sort of it's hard not to be spoiled. So I'm just trying not to be disappointed. That's the first game I've been to, and we only scored 3. Listen to us in
You're
Europe.
on stage all the time, and you're missing the drama. Is that what
No,
you're
that's
saying?
what it is. I think that's what it is.
That was absolute a joy to watch. I missed quite a few games last season, so it was nice to get back today. And it was it felt like we didn't step out second gear, but it was still beautiful to watch. It was this constant attack, and the new players who have come in, like your man from Wolves, Nunes, just the dribble on him. It was like, do you remind me of? Remember like King Clancy back in the day? He was just perfect footballer, and that Doku excites me so much. So I'm excited for the season because that game could have been 4, 5, 6 easy. So
won the treble last year, and you're excited for this season.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next. We'll go for 5 now, won't we?
With big thanks to motoringoffencelawyers.com, M&M Artwork and Mirrors, and Timpson for their support, and thank you for watching. And that was another masterclass by City, wasn't it? Doku, as you probably heard from the singing then, certainly has captured the imagination. He's captured mine. Thought he had a great game, but other players did too. It doesn't seem to matter who Pep Guardiola puts in the team. He gets everybody excited. There's still people here drinking in every moment of it. And I tell you what, that Jeremy Doku is some player. City are next in action against Nottingham Forest this weekend. I'll be here for that, of course. Don't forget to listen to the audio podcast that I did the weekend and watch the video, because the star guest in both of them was Bobb Taylor from a bygone era when City played in the 99 playoff final against Gillingham. And he played for Gillingham and scored, and then played for City later. Thanks for watching. Isn't it great to be a Blue?